The magnificent and uplifting Platinum Jubilee. That's one thing. Boris Johnson on the ropes. Let's go to the Platinum Jubilee. What's the latest on the health of the Queen?
Actually, people are feeling a little bit more optimistic about that. I mean, she obviously paced herself during the long weekend of celebrations. There was just 2 balcony visits, but she looked in reasonable health for a woman of her years, and she's talking about being continuing to reign until her last day. And,
yeah, that's what she said.
There's a bit of confidence about it.
Look at those pictures. Unbelievable. She said she'd continue to serve until her dying day to the best of my ability. But what a beautiful woman. She said she was humbled and deeply touched by the public celebrations. I think it puts an end to any suggestions, David, that she might abdicate.
Oh, yeah, I was never in doubt that she would continue. The famous story about it is that when she was anointed by oil at her coronation, she saw that as a kind of a touch from God, ordination from God, and she would never give it up. I mean, there's been a few European monarchs who've quit in the last few years, but not our Queen.
Do you think that the whole celebration changed the mood of what has been a politically divided country?
Yeah, it definitely brought people together, and it was actually really good to see those huge crowds in central London out on the Mall and things. It was nice to see the Union Jack flying everywhere. Yeah. There's been loads of bunting around, loads of flags. We've had one up at our house, and our street's been decked in red, white and blue. It's been it's been one of those weekends where everybody for once feels proud to be British, which is a good thing.
They had the lip readers working overtime, didn't they? I read that after the national anthem, the Queen reportedly turned to 8-year-old Prince George, and she could be heard saying, "Wow, did you expect that?"
Yeah, and actually, I think she was genuinely touched by the size of the crowd in front of her. I think it was probably genuinely a surprise to her that, but it's not really surprising, given her length of service, the amazing job she's done as monarch. Well, not just for us, but for you guys as well. I mean, it's
Where were Harry and Meghan? Where were Harry and Meghan in all of this?
Well, they were desperately trying to throw themselves in front of cameras and managed to be kept out of a party almost altogether. I mean, they were invited to events, but they were shuffled off into the kind of corners. They were sat at the opposite side to William and Kate. There's no rapprochement there, I'll tell you. At St Paul's Cathedral, it's they were virtually invisible, apart from the point where they got booed when they entered the cathedral.
David, I thought it was a reminder that dignity and duty have their place in the world and are worthy of celebrating, and we saw that from this wonderful woman.